The co-chair of the Joint Legislative Committee on Revenue Laws, Republican Senator Bob Rucho, is one of the legislative leaders who were angry and frustrated that they were among the last to know about a $2.5 billion debt to the federal government for unemployment benefit loans. They wanted answers from the Employment Security Commission Director Lynn Holmes, but she sent her deputies to committee meetings. Finally, Rucho's panel issued a subpoena to force her to appear before it. The committee took the highly unusual step of having Holmes swear an oath to tell the truth, but she brought the members no new answers. Holmes blamed the recession and tax law changes for the insolvency of the Unemployment Trust Fund. Holmes spent most of her presentation just explaining the job of her agency. She repeated earlier suggestions of expanding the number of employers who pay unemployment insurance and raising taxes.
At the current payout, we would need an additional $700 million in tax collections over the next 7 years to reach solvency. And so you see that we will have to begin looking at some hard issues and hard questions to begin to get our trust fund back to solvency.
Lawmakers were also concerned about nearly $550 million of overpayments of unemployment benefits. The leader said there didn't seem to be a sense of urgency by the agency to recover those payments. Holmes told the committee there were three main reasons for improper payments, none of which seemed to be the fault of the Employment Security Commission.
Claimant continues to claim or receive benefits after return to work, and I think it's just, in many cases, a misunderstanding. So we have already worked on improving communication, improving information for people getting claims, separation issues, employers where they're third-party administrators, because many employers use third-party administrators to submit their separation information. Sometimes that's not given to our organization timely, and also work search. Claimants fail to register with the state's employment service. So those are the three major causes of improper payments.
Holmes said there were efforts to retrieve the funds. Democratic Senator Floyd McKissick eventually asked Holmes why she didn't show up for a recent committee meeting as requested. Holmes claimed it was a last-minute request that conflicted with a personal matter. Senator Rucho offered another version.
Maybe a couple of days before the actual hearings, when I did hear from the state director about us coming with the deputy secretary, at that point I could not resolve my personal conflict. So it was unfortunate. I regret it, but I had spent a lot of time sitting in the back. And so I regret that it was that kind of thing that we had to have a subpoena. I think when we talked to staff yesterday, I think there's never been any other person who's been sworn in this kind of situation. But in any event, I'm happy that I'm here today and able to answer any questions that could be asked of me.
Thank you very much.
Senator McKissick, just for your edification, approximately 2 to 3 weeks prior to this, as we do normally when we ask for the head of the division to come here to give us that information. An assistant secretary was appointed and therefore should have been the person delivering this information to us.
Senator Rucho made it clear at the end of the meeting he didn't want to have to subpoena Holmes in the future in order for her to address his committee. With no solution in hand, the state is facing another interest payment on the federal debt next September of between $70 and $80 million, and many employers are facing higher taxes. I'm Matt Willoughby.